on these country roads, what you need to be looking out for a lot of is the speed limit changes, because a lot of them change really quickly. Okay, we've got a sign telling us it's a very bendy bit of the road coming up there, so you can see the other sign's reinforcing that, and the car in front is braking as well, letting us know that it's a bit sharp. So I'm going to do the same. It's downhill now, so I'm going to brake a bit just to control my speed. I'm not touching the gas at all, I'm just using the brake to control my speed. I can see there's a van in my lane here, and I don't know what he's doing. I think he's moving off, so I'm just going to give him some space. Check my mirrors, go into 1 and right off. So bear in mind it's 30 still, so I'm not going to go too fast, and I can't see around the bend properly. So right now I'm just going to go into 3rd. I'm not using any gas actually, the car's just going down by itself. I'm just going to cover my brake as I approach this bend here, because it's a bit sharper than before. No gas again, and then another warning sign telling us it's a really sharp bend. I don't know if you can see all these mirrors around here as well. Those are to help you, or help the people that are coming out of those driveways see us, because we're on a bend, so they probably won't see us if they're trying to come out. Yeah, so this van is a bit in my lane, so I'm just going to slow down. So here, you want to look at the tyres of these cars. If they are over the line, that means they're going to be really close to you if you're not careful. And what I'm doing is I'm using a reference point just to make sure that I'm in my position, so that I'm not interfering with their lane. Okay, into 3rd again. Yeah, and sometimes you can have a quick glance of the mirrors just to make sure that you're in the right position, just for confirmation. Don't use them as the main way of seeing where your position is. Just use them to confirm that you actually are in the right position. You can use reference points, and if you're not sure about the spacing, just go a bit slower, because it make it easier. Okay, we've got a pedestrian on the side there, so I'm just gonna make sure she stays there, because on these country roads, this one's got a pavement, but some of them don't, or they got pavements that are or partial pavement, so they will have a bit of pavement and then suddenly there's no pavement, and the pedestrian might walk into the road. Okay, I'm gonna turn right at these lights. And on this right turn, I don't think there's there isn't a road from the other side, so I'm not gonna have to worry about any oncoming traffic, because there shouldn't be any, because there's no road there. Okay, the light's changing. I've got enough time to stop, so I can stop smoothly, making sure that I don't go past the line. So on this particular junction, a lot of learners go past this, or they try to go past this light, and the examiner won't let them, obviously, because that means you're going past a red light. They'll aim for that light over there, but you shouldn't really go far past the first light. And if you're not sure where to stop, look for the line. There's always a stop line showing you where you need to stop. And if you can't see the stop line in the first place, you're not going to go past the first red light, because that's not how it works. Okay, checking both sides just to make sure no one's coming through on a sneaky one. And I haven't seen any signs, so I know it's still 30, because I haven't seen any other signs saying otherwise. Okay, so this traffic is moving slowly up this hill. Just got my car in gear 1. I've just got the biting point on now. I've added some gas as well just to help it out. And notice I'm not moving my clutch up too high. I can bring it down even as well, just to slow the car down. But it's not down all the way, because if I bring it down all the way, I'll lose all the power, and I could potentially roll backwards, which I don't want. So I'm just keeping it around the biting point, increasing it, bring it a bit higher if I need to go a little bit quicker. And then now it's going faster, I can come off the clutch fully. Okay, these guys are slowing down again, so I have my clutch ready. Once they go this slowly, clutch down so I don't get too close. Okay, I'm just going to turn into that side road there just so I can turn around. So mirror signal. Check my mirror again, and then I'm going to turn in nice and slowly. Nice little close. Big mansions there, or big houses. 2 of them, 3, 4, 3. Nice. Okay. So the other way, there's not really much of country roads down there. I'm going to turn around and go back towards Barnet, where there's more country roads there. Checking both sides, coming out. And you can use these mirrors for yourself as well. So those mirrors, you can see if there's any car coming. That will give you a bit of a warning. We're going to turn left at these traffic lights. So mirror, signal left. And obviously we're going to go into gear 2 as I approach this. We don't want to take it in gear 3. I keep braking as well, making sure that van is going to stop, and he does. And then we'll carry on. I saw a sign there as well, just saying width restriction up ahead. So if I was driving a big vehicle, I'd be a bit more cautious down here, because I know something's coming up that I might not be able to fit. But this car will be fine, so I'm just going to reduce my speed a bit so I don't go too fast. That's another thing. Sometimes people down here go really fast, and it can be quite easy to get carried away and follow them and go too fast yourself. So before you add any gas, before you increase your gas too much, just check what speed you're doing and what speed you should be doing, because sometimes those two things could be a bit different. A bit of a bumpy surface there. Again, keeping an eye on those guys that are coming from the opposite direction, making sure that they're in their lane. If they're not, I would probably slow down more. What you don't want to do is come off the road because somebody is getting a bit close. You want to just slow down a bit more, and hopefully they'll sort it out and move out of the way. What you don't want to do is write off your car because somebody is positioned a bit badly. Okay. So the other day it was raining really heavily, and I was on a lesson. It was much worse than right now. There's a few puddles here and there, not really anything to worry about too much. But the other day the floor, some of the areas are flooded, and if that's the case, especially on the national section of country roads, you really want to slow down when you're going through a puddle, or avoid it if you can. So you want to be checking your mirrors early, and then if it's clear, go around the puddle. If it's not clear, you want to go through there slowly, so that you don't risk losing control of the car, or you get a big puddle or a big splash on your windscreen and you can't see anything. Okay, we're gonna turn right. So go through the width restrictions. You're gonna go nice and slowly. Yeah, this guy did it as well. Well done, mate. Make sure the light's still green, and it is. And let's go. This guy's turning, so I'm just going to give him some space. And he's gone. Okay. So this road is 40 from the sign that we saw as we turned into the road. Into 4th. If you're not sure what the speed is, just drive for a bit and you will see another speed sign. If it's a 40 or a 20, usually if it's a 30, there's not going to be many speed signs around. So like here, another one telling you that it's a 40-mile-an-hour road. And then one right in front saying 30. So we're going to slow down before we get there. Just gradually slow down, but make sure now I'm doing 30 before I get to the sign, because you don't want to be going through there 40 miles an hour and then reducing your speed, because by then you're already breaking the speed limit. You want to reduce your speed as you approach the speed limit sign, and be doing that same speed or even lower before you get to that sign. Okay, so this one's not that country-ish, but there are going to be ones further down, and you can see a sign there. So this is very typical of like country roads. It's got a sign for horse riders on the left there, so it's going to be something for us to keep an eye out for. Hopefully we do get some horse riders so I can show you what to do. If not, I'll just explain to you what you need to do. like a lot of people are turning on this junction here, so it looks quite busy. Just gonna have a bit of water. We're going straight, hopefully these guys are going straight as well, so no one's turning anymore. That's cool. So we're going down to a section where it's going to have national speed on the country road. Then it's going to be a single carriageway, which is, if you know your theory, single carriageways national speed is, yeah, that's right, you got it right, 60 miles an hour. Hopefully got it right. Yeah, 60 miles an hour for single carriageway. So if this road was a national speed, there was a national speed sign on it, we could do 60 miles an hour if it was safe to do so, which I will show you. So sometimes you see that it's a national speed, but you don't really want to be going that fast, so we're going to take the next left. Check my mirrors, gear down to 2. Let's go around nice and slowly. So I haven't seen any signs since that 30 sign, so it's still the same speed limit here. Still 30. Slow down a bit in case there's not enough room, or there's not enough space there. So we're going to gear down. So we're coming up to the country road now actually, and on these roads the examiner might ask you to pull over somewhere safe. It can look confusing, especially if you've only driven around like built up areas where there's lots of pavements and stuff, and you're used to stopping by a curb or by a pavement. Here, if there's no road markings, or there's no driveways, you can pull up. So I'm just going to give you an example. So if the examiner says pull up on the left in a safe place, you can signal, and you could pull up just somewhere like here. Feels very weird to do that, but you can do that because there's no restrictions for parking here. And then from here they'll probably ask you to drive on again, at which point you would look around as normal, put your signal on, make sure it's still safe. These guys go past my right shoulder again, and we're off. Cancel that. Okay. So in the distance, I can see that there is a national speed sign coming up. I'm not gonna do national speed now because, well, until I get to that sign, because this is still at 30. So when you're increasing your speed to a higher speed, you want to wait until you go past the sign first and then increase your speed. But also you want to see what's happening in front of you. So right now I can see there's a little bit of there's something here. There's people parked up here, so it's going to be maybe like some sort of business, or yeah, like a horse center. So I don't want to go too fast through there. There could be people coming out there with horses, but now I can see it's a bit clearer. There's another entrance there. Once I've gone past there, I can go a bit quicker. So right now I'm doing about 45 miles an hour. I'm not going to do 60 yet, unless the road widens up, because it's a bit narrow, it's a bit bendy as well, and around this sort of speed it feels comfortable. It's fast but not too fast, and it feels safe. You don't want to go too slowly here as well. So like if you're doing like 30, it might be too slow, depending on where you are actually. So if you're on a bend, like coming up to here, I'm braking quite a lot here actually. Coming up to this bend, I'm doing about 35 now, and then as the road gets straighter, I'm back on the gas again, checking my mirrors to see who's around me. And then I'm coming up to another bend, easing off the gas. Speed is around 40 miles an hour now. Going slow again, 35, and I can see a sign for sharp bends coming up ahead. So I'm just going to check my mirrors, and I think I'll probably go into third here because I can't even see the other side of this bend. That's how sharp it is. So I'm just going to go even slower. I'm in third, doing like 25, going round the bend slowly, mirrors again. Stay on my side of the road. Okay, another sharp bend. This one looks even sharper, so I might even just go into gear 2 here. I'm going to slow down even more. So remember, it all depends on what's going on the road. So if it's really sharp, you might need to gear down into a really low gear. And here there's people coming, turning in, but I've got priority, so I'm just going to go through slowly and then go around the bend. It's getting a bit wider. And remember, it's still national speed, so the speed limit is 60 miles an hour here. But the people in front of me are braking. Cyclists as well. Hopefully we'll get the cyclists on our side so we can practice that too. But if not to worry. There's always other videos. So right now I'm doing 40. I'm trying to keep a safe distance between me and the cars in front. If they weren't in front of me, I would have gone. I'll be going a lot quicker now because this bit of the road is very wide, straight as well. I can see quite far down the road. It's not bendy. So if I was in front, I would be going a bit quicker. Okay. I can see the lead car is braking a lot as well, so they are going slowly for a reason. Who knows what their reason is, but whatever their reason is, you want to keep your distance so you're not too close. So you see the car in front of me, he's quite close to the red car. I wouldn't drive that close at this sort of speed, because if the car in front of him suddenly brakes, it's going to be awkward. Yeah, so they're braking still, so I'm just going to gear down because it's getting a bit bendier here. See, there's a sign for a roundabout. I'm going to go right third exit this roundabout towards Barnet. So I'm going to check my centre mirror, check my right mirror, and I can see the roundabout's there, so I'm going to signal now. And I'm approaching it in second gear. Even though it's national speed, I don't want to approach as fast because there's cars coming from there potentially doing 60 miles an hour. So I can see it's clear. I can go into gear 2 again, going round. Those cars coming from this side have to wait for me. I'm going to check my mirrors, signal left to come off. And remember, it's still national speed, so now it's much bigger now, so I can go put my foot down a bit more, go even faster. I'm doing 40 now, getting to 4th. There's a pedestrian there, he's seen me, so he's not going to cross the road. And I'm doing 50 and getting to 5th gear now. So you can see it's nice and wide here. There's no need to go really slowly here. The guys in front know that as well, that's why they're going fast, so I can keep up. Still checking my mirrors to see who's around me. The road is a bit bumpy around here as well, so if it gets really bumpy, you want to ease off a little bit on the gas so you're not going too quick. And just another confirmation that it's still national speed. And I'm doing like 52 now, just because the van in front of me slowed down a bit. I don't want to accelerate the whole time at 60 and get really close to that guy. See, there's quite a bumpy there. You can see the van bouncing up and down as well because here is bumpy too. It's starting to look a bit different now. It's starting to look a bit more like it's getting built up. So that's why I think everyone's reducing their speed. So you can see cars parked, you can see entrances to, I don't know what that is, or just an entrance to a park or something. It's got a sign saying welcome to Barnet, and people are slowing down even more. So now I'm doing like 35 and they're slowing down some more. And watch out for concealed speed signs as well, and other signs. So I'm looking for a speed sign. Right now I'm doing 30 and there's a sign just in between, so you can see there, and they reinforced it with another sign on the floor. So I'm doing 30 already, which is fine. Yeah, watch out for those signs. So when you're driving, especially when you get to like an area that's a bit different from where you're driving before, look for speed limit changes, just so you're doing the correct speed. Also, once you've come off that fast road, make sure that you are going at the correct speed around here, because he might be doing the correct speed but might be too fast for those conditions, but in your mind you will feel like you're going slow because you've just come off a really fast road. So when you look down, you might be doing like 40 miles an hour without even realizing, because it will feel like you're doing 30 just because you come off a fast road. So be mindful of that, and be mindful of that as well when you come off a dual carriageway, especially after being there for a while, a motorway. Anytime you come off those fast roads and you're going into a slower environment, be really conscious about how fast you actually go in, and keep checking to make sure that you're doing the speed that you think you're doing. We're going to turn left at these traffic lights here, so we can go back and do some more of those country roads. So remember, it's still 30. I'm looking out for more signs as I'm driving along that will change the speed that we are doing. So it's High Barnet now, so if you do your test in Barnet, you might get some of these routes. Quick check, make sure there's no one being silly, and it's fine. Increasing my speed gradually because the 30 is built up. We've got people doing that, so that's why we build our speed up gradually, just so we're ready for anything like that might happen. Okay, so I think we're leaving the town centre now, so it's getting a bit more rural. See a lot more greenery, so we're coming up to those country roads now, but bear in mind it's still 30, so here you wouldn't want to go too fast. That car's probably, I don't know how fast they're going actually, I don't want to guess, get them in trouble or something, but yeah, they're going faster than what I want to, so you watch your speed, watch their speed, and don't follow them. Make sure you're doing the right one for you. Still looking out for the signs. Okay, we're gonna take the second left. So this is the first left. Taking the second one just there. So I'm gonna do my mirror checks and then signal left, and then gear down to 2. Check the mirror again one more time for any cyclists that might be there, or motorbike, or people on their bikes. And I can see the sign already up there for national speed. Check my mirror, go around this car. Hopefully this car's gonna wait up there. If not, I'm just squeeze myself into this. Are they waiting up there? Yes, they're waiting up there. That's fine, so I can carry on. Go slowly because there's not much space. There, national speed. So I can go a bit quicker now. Remember, I'm not gonna go to 60 straight away because it's a bend here as well. I can't see anything. I'm just keeping it in third. I'm doing like 35 now. Once the road widens a bit more, I can see more space. Go a bit quicker. 40 miles an hour and 40 now. Or in fourth gear, 45 now. Don't get distracted by the beautiful scenery as well, because it's really nice around here. You want to keep your eyes on the road. If you look around too much, it's really pretty around here. Nice farms, lots of open space. You can easily lose control of the car, so stay focused and keep your eyes on the road. Yeah, so when you first go on it can be quite intimidating to go this fast. So you can build up your speed gradually with each lesson that you do when you come around it. So you're not expected to like go really quickly straight away, because it can be quite dangerous. Build up your speed gradually each lesson. So we're gonna turn right at the end here. So mirror, mirror, and again we've got a sign, a big one telling us give way coming up. Slow, slow, warning us because it's a national speed road and some people come flying down here, so just to let them know, look, you're coming up to a junction now, start paying attention, be careful, there's people coming from the sides that have priority over you. So here, I can see the left quite clearly, but on the right not so clearly. I can only see them once I've got there, but this guy's indicating to turn, so I can make my move. He was indicating and he was slowing down as well, which gave us a I'm going to turn left here actually, because the road down here is a bit better. Remember, it's still a country road. Yeah, still national speed. So I'm going to pick up my speed. It's nice and wide here. Even though this is a bend, it's quite a big bend. It's not so sharp. Okay, we've got some pedestrians there as well. Remember I was saying to you about there's no pavement? So going that way, there's an example of some kids walking on there. So you got to really watch out for those guys. More signs for horse riders. They keep promising us horse riders, but we haven't seen any so far. Hopefully we'll get some soon. Another sign, so 40 now. So I'm into 4th. I'm doing 40 before I get to the sign. You can use this on this kind of road here. You can use the same reference point as you did on the dual carriageway when you came to figuring out how far you were in your lane. So the center line is just on the corner of the windscreen there, and it's going to a slower speed here, even 30s. We've got another one on the floor as well, telling you that it's 30 miles an hour now, because it's getting built up. So we go and approach it slower. Okay, lights are changing, so people should start moving. Make sure there's no one crossing. I think we'll spin round and go back on that road again, because over there is... Actually no, let's turn right, because over there is Potter's Bar. Just gonna find somewhere safe to turn the car around, and then we go back to that road. Okay. This is too close to a bend here. I don't want to turn around here and somebody comes flying over that bend on that hill as well. Reverse here and then turn it. A nice narrow road for meeting situations if it was busy. So like we've got a car there, but there's a big space on her side, so she would go in there. So I will do a video on this meeting situations actually. So when there's not enough space for 2 cars and one of you has to pull over, I'll do one of these videos soon. Okay, we're gonna turn left at the end, so center, left, signal left. And you can see here there's lots of kids. I think they've just finished school. Just finished half term, so they could be really excited about going home. So just watch out for them as you go through the school zone. I know it's 30 here, but I don't want to do 30 with all these kids walking around. So I'm just gonna wait until I go a bit more past them, then I can gradually increase my speed. Seeing the 40 sign there, wait till I go past, and then okay, there's a car parked on the right hand side there. Hopefully these guys don't. Okay, he's moving now. I was just gonna say, I hope they don't try to go around them as I'm approaching them. So that's something for you to like watch out for as well. If there's an obstacle, how come all the bikes are on that side? I want to practice going around a bike. People always want to avoid bikes, but I actually want to. I want a cyclist to come so I can show you guys how to deal with it properly. And with cyclists, people get stressed out for no reason. Really, all you need to do is just take your time and just treat them with respect. Treat them like they're a normal road user, which they are, and then go around them when it's safe. I think when people start treating them like they're not supposed to be on the road, that's when they encounter problems, because they feel like, oh, this guy's in my way, I gotta get around him. Do you have to go around him, but do it in a safe way and do it when it's safe. Like, do it not in a rush, basically. Okay, we're gonna go. Let's go left. Left? No, let's go right, because we've already been that way. Okay, checking both sides. Remember, these cars could be going really fast here. Checking that left side as well. You can see there's a car coming down, and on the side car coming down as well. The car indicates turn. Just waiting for him to slow down first. So he's slowing down, but I'm waiting for this guy first. And then once they've done that, I can move now. And I keep scanning both sides as I go. Okay, we've got these pedestrians, the same ones as before. They've run out of places they can walk, so they're going to try to cross there. Bear in mind, it's still national speed, so I'm doing 40 now, but I'm coming up to a sharp bend. Again, I'm going to brake. There's a lot of signs as well telling you what to do. So you've got like a sign there saying slow. You've got signs warning you about sharp bends. You've got signs telling you about speed. So if you're paying attention, you will see all these signs, and they will help you to make the right decision in terms of what you need to do with your driving. We're going to go straight second exit this roundabout. And I can see it's getting a bit dark as well. I might put my lights on in a sec, just so I can be seen a bit better. Check that side, it's looking good. Quick look on the left, it's looking good as well. No one there, signal left. And then cancel it. Yeah, it looks like everyone's starting to put their lights on as well. So just for me to be seen better, I'm going to put my lights on too. So it doesn't really help me to see anything, but it just helps other people to see you when you're approaching them. So this is the same road that I was on earlier, where that person was going a bit slow, but now the car in front is going at a decent pace, so we're doing like 50 now. We've got a warning about a bend, he's braking as well, so I'm going to do the same. Another cyclist on the other side, not fair, should be on our side, but it's okay. Checking my mirrors, see who's around. If you do see a cyclist, basically don't overtake them on bends for one, and don't overtake them on like just on the brow of a hill, so on a hill where you can't see the top of a hill, because a car could come flying from over there, and if you're on the wrong side, that's going to cause you problems, and it's going to cause them problems. Don't get too close to them. Sometimes around here especially, you're going to see, especially on Saturdays, you'll see cyclists riding in big groups. That can be quite stressful for some learners, but just remember, same way, just treat them the same. So wait for a nice safe gap where there's not a bend, and then when you can see an opportunity, go fast past them and go back into your lane when it's safe. And with horses, once you see a horse, you want to reduce your speed quite a lot. You're going to go really slowly and go around them without revving your engine too much. Go around them sort of slowly and smoothly, and then once you've gone past them, you increase your speed. So what you might expect to see around here is like tractors, farm vehicles, all those kind of slow-moving vehicles like that. Treat them the same way, just approach them slowly and wait for a safe gap. And I don't know if you saw there's a little side thing saying passing place. Those are for, if you got like a large vehicle, this person's trying to turn around, and if you want to go past each other, sometimes there won't be enough space, but there, if you go use that passing place, if you go a bit more left, then another person can the other vehicle can go past easily. Okay, going to fourth. And there's some that are really narrow that 2 cars can't go past each other. And in those situations, that's when you have to use those like passing places. There'll be a lot more of those passing places because otherwise cars will get stuck and somebody would have to reverse back a long way. Okay, I can see another sign for horses or horse riders, and I can see a pedestrian there as well, but they're far away on the left side, so I'm not going to worry too much about them. But I'm just reducing my speed. It's still national. I'm just reducing my speed a bit because I can see there's a sign for horses there. There's like an entrance to something. There's a car parked, so it's probably going to be, there could be horses around here as well. So I'm just going to not go too fast through here. Then I can see that dusty sign saying 30. So I'm just going to get into third. Back to normal speed.